Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make these Rohan houses for Saga or any kind of historical game. We are going to make it with really simple tools like an X-Acto knife, a pencil, a roll. You will see all the steps. Let's try that home. Let's begin with the materials. The principal material we are going to use is this polystyrene. You can get it in big construction stores and it's really inexpensive, you will see. We will use also a cutter, a pencil and a ruler. First thing we are going to do is to laminate the polystyrene. For that we are going to cut half of a centimeter thick pieces. This block is like 14 centimeters thick, and to cut it, look, the cutter must be like this to make it perfect. And here we already have one of the pieces. For this project you will need 8 of these pieces. Here you have a picture with all the measures for making the house. Now we are going to do this part, the first piece with the door. For that we need to cut pieces of 4 centimeters by 9 centimeters. We will cut 4 of these pieces in total. These things that I have cut out, we have to keep it because later we will use it for decoration. Now we are going to do the triangle for the roof. To do this, we have to cut down another 2 pieces of 9 by 4 centimeters. Now I'm copying from another of the things I did before. And first thing, you have to get the middle of it at 4.5 centimeters. We need it because to make the triangle we have to calculate this middle. You will see later. Okay, now I'm tracing a line from this part of the square to the middle. That way I will get a triangle. There it goes. Now you have to repeat the process and make another triangle. Here you can see we have almost the house. In here there is the basic shape of the house we are going to make. There it is. 2 fronts and 2 lateral walls. And this will be the decoration. Let's go! Well, let's begin with the door. For that, I get again the middle at 4.5 centimeters. And our door is 2 centimeters thick. So, from that middle, I will do a line at 1 centimeter to the right and another centimeter to the left. And here it will go the beam, the wooden beam. So, look. And that will be the tallest of my door. So let's draw the door. And here is it. Let's cut it down with the X-Acto knife. be careful not to cut yourself, and reserve the door for later. We have to be clean when cutting. So, now let's begin with the artistic part. I'm going to do the lines first with the cutter. These two small lines are for the door frames. With the cutter, I am not only marking, I am not cutting right now, just cutting a little. These other lines will be the pieces of wood that cover the wall. Now, with my pencil, I'm going to mark that difference between the two woods. And now I'm going to draw the lines, the natural lines that are on wood. Sometimes I make these wood lines straight, and other times I make it diagonal, other times I make it more artistic. Just do whatever you want. Try to make it real, look real. Don't do all of them the same way. You have to make some variations. What we want is every single piece of wood to make it like unique. And here you have the result. Well, let's begin to work on the decoration. We are going to make wood beams, exterior beams for the house. I am cutting these pieces into two pieces because it was too wide. And I don't care about the cut because it has to be rustic, you know, so it doesn't have to be perfect now. It's an old beam on the house. We cut that external part to fit perfectly. And also I'm going to put a piece of wood down there on the floor, two pieces of wood, one at each side of the door. Don't do it over the frame. Now I paint the lines for the wood to do the wood effect on the polystyrene, as I explained before. When I paint on polystyrene with the pencil, I do it diagonally. Look how I take my pencil. And this is a little trick. For making it more real, do like I'm doing now. Mark also the sides of the wood, not only the front part. Well, let's do the frame now. And now we are going to glue it. I glue it with wood glue. As I have shown in other tutorials, I use this tool with the glue because it's more easy to use. Well, when you glue these pieces, we get two different layers, and these make the piece to be more real. As you can see now, here you have the final result. Well, let's begin to make the door. I want a slim door, that's why I cut the piece of the door by two. And this time I'm going to use only the pencil to make the wood pieces that are part of this old door. I am marking, like painting over the polystyrene. Depending on the pressure you do, it will be more deep or not. It's like painting over the polystyrene. Well, now we are going to make two pieces for the door to make it more real. I don't know how do you call this in English. Well, this part will be like really old wood, so I will make it really quickly and like dirty, you know. Here it goes. This will make our door more real. There it goes. Really, I don't know how do you call this in English. Sorry. And here you have the final result with the door. I hope you like it. Here you can see the final result with a miniature, with a Rohan miniature, and you have all the measures for doing this project on the picture. Also, I will keep it in the final part of the video. You will find the picture again for more time, just in case you need it. Now, as you know all the techniques, I'm going to go faster with the video. Well, what I'm doing is the triangle for the roof, and here I'm making one of the walls with two small windows. Make it by hand, you know, whatever, you can make it bigger or smaller. The other wall will not have any window or door, and this is the back part, and it will have a big window in the middle. Well, here you have the final result with all the pieces of the main part of the house. It is important that the beam, the boot beam on the laterals, look, they are a little longer than the wall. That is because now that we are going to glue it with the front part of the house, you will see that these fronts will be glued in a specific way. Look here. So the beam goes inside of that part, and that part now it is not wood, so we have to paint it. Mark it like wood because we are going to see that. It will also make a little longer this side. As I say, this will make a little longer the sides than the front part. They will be 2 centimeters longer. So the house, it will not be a square, it will be a rectangle. Let's mark like wood and now glue it. There we go. Let's do the same with the other side. And let's glue it. And here we have the final result. Well, here you can see the model. This is the main body of the building, and now we're going to make the roof. I will make it with polystyrene, but you can see in YouTube many ways of doing it. Some people make it even with a teddy bear skin. Well, I will show you how to do it. First thing we are going to do is to measure it, and I will make it with 2 pieces of 13 by 7 centimeters. These 2 pieces will be more difficult to cut, so if you cannot, you can make 4 pieces of 12 by 3.5 centimeters and then glue it together. to make a bigger piece. What I'm doing now is to press with the pencil diagonally, like you can see. This way I will make the different slides for the roofing.
Esa inclinación que quiero que quede en la pieza. Ahora os muestro, veréis.
As you can see now, it has like an inclination. Well, when you finish, you just draw these little lines that will make to realize like it is an old roof made with straw. Sorry that are some things that I cannot express myself in English. It's been really difficult. Well, here you can see the final result. Now I'm going to do it. Like you can see, I'm doing that for getting the angle for the roof to glue it together. You will see it later. Remember to keep the piece before you do it, because they have to... Yeah, there we go. Well, as you can see, I didn't put it perfectly, so it's still really open. Now I'm going to correct it only in one piece, because if you do it in the two pieces, for sure you will get it wrong. I have done it many times. So, and there we go. Here you have the final result. Now it fits.
Para darle aún más realismo, vamos a marcar todo este borde del mismo modo con el lápiz. Vamos haciendo esas hendiduras. Además, marcarlas bien. Aquí darle fuerte con el lápiz, que entre hacia adentro, porque de este modo va a parecer todavía más real. Lo hacemos en las dos piezas. Y aquí tenemos, ahora ya sí, el resultado final. Pegamos con cola blanca. Ahí, y probamos a ponerlo encima a ver cómo queda. Ahora voy a utilizar un pequeño truco que son alfileres. Eso sí, hay que meterlos un poco en diagonal para evitar que la pieza se vaya, se separe. Ahí está. Y ahora lo vamos a dejar secar un ratito.
Mientras se secaba nuestro tejado, while the roof is gluing, let's make one of these. This will be another part for the house. You will see how simple it is using all the tips and tricks I have shown you. To make this, we need two pieces of 4 by 4 centimeters and one of 5 by 5 centimeters. This time I will add another layer. For that, I will use the doors framework. As you can see, I cut the framework and I will glue it over the wood wall. Here it goes. As you can see, it must be in a new layer. That way, it will make it more real. There we go. Well, now I'm making a little triangle for the roof and a new wood beam for this triangle. Let's glue everything together, and here we go. Now I'm going to make the roof. To make this roof, I cut two pieces of 8 by 5 centimeters, and I use the techniques I have shown you before. Well, to do the angle for the roof, you have to mark from here to the part where the other roof finishes, as you can see. And now I'm going to cut with that angle all the piece. As you can see, that way it will perfectly fit on the roof. Now let's do it with the other. Let's copy it. And here we go. Here we have the two parts. Let's cut the angle and glue it together. And there we go. Here we have the roof finish. Now we are going to do all that decoration. Are you ready? Let's go. Well, to do this step, first thing we are going to do is to measure, and as you can see, with 8 centimeters is okay. So we are going to cut stripes of 8 centimeters by 8 millimeters, more or less, like this. Well, now I'm measuring because I want this boot beam to be a little longer than the real roof. You can measure sometimes, or you can even cut one, and let's see how it goes. There we go. As you can see, it is a little bigger than the roof. Well, now I'm going to cut it to fit with the other beam. I put it over, and now look at this part. I'm going to mark with the cutter a line that goes from the roof down to the floor, like this. And I transfer it to the other beam. Now I can cut it, and it will fit perfectly. Here we have the result. Look it over. This way fits perfectly. Well, now I'm going to cut another one, and I copy it. You just paint it like wood, or mark it, and now glue it. And there we go. This way it will perfectly fit for historical buildings. You can even make another kind of decoration, but this way it will be any kind of historical house, wood house. Now I'm making small ones for this little part of the house, the same way I showed you. Well, for the decoration, I made it first on paper. I paint the horse on a paper, I cut it, and now I transfer it to the porex. I will make 4 of these horses. There we are. Now you have to mark it like wood and glue it. One important thing, the angle I cut the horse head. Try it before to see that it's okay with that angle. This way I made it. It's like if the beam continue to the horse, as you can see. Well, now I'm going to show you another way, a different one for this part of the house. I just cut 2 small pieces. I make a point like an arrow, like this. And now I will cut a semicircle like this. There we go. Another one. And this way you will have antennas. It's the same decoration they used in the movie. And I think that it also works perfectly for Viking house or things like that. Well, we have already finished, and here you have the final model. I hope you like the video. Please try it at home, let me know if you like it, subscribe to my videos, and in the next video you will see how to paint this house. See you later. Thank you so much, and follow me on all my channels. Thank you. Bye.